Hey YouTube, this is Sandman from Full Metal Airsoft. Today I'm going to be bringing you a quick video on how different types of batteries affect your airsoft gun. Now, I've been hearing all this crap about how a higher voltage battery increases your FPS and ROF. That is absolutely not true. The voltage only affects the rate of fire at which your gun fires. The voltage in no way affects your FPS. A different battery does not affect the FPS of your gun. The FPS of your gun is determined by what spring you have it, and that spring maintains a constant. No matter if you have an 11.1 volt battery that's 100% charged, and a 7.4 volt battery that's halfway charged, it's going to stay the same FPS. The ROF is different though. The ROF, or rate of fire, is how fast you can shoot BBs out of your gun, or how fast your AEG cycles. Now this is affected by the voltage. So here I have 4 batteries I'm going to talk about. I have a 7.2 volt 1500 milliamp per hour NiCad battery, a 11.1 volt 1300 milliamp per hour battery. By the way, this is a 20C battery. An 8.4 volt 1100 milliamp battery, and an Echo 1 1200 milliamp 9.6 volt nickel metal hydride battery. As you can see, these batteries are all different shapes and sizes. The shape and size of your battery does not necessarily affect the performance of your AEG. This is obviously the biggest battery, being the longest, the thickest, and the widest. Depending on how you look at it, one of these two is the smallest. This one is almost the longest. It's longer than this one, but it's also a lot thinner, being at a half an inch by half an inch. And this one being a lot longer and thicker. This is a 7-cell battery. This is a 3-cell battery. Now this, like I said, is an 11.1 volt battery. So this one will shoot much faster than the 8.4 volt battery. Why is that, you may ask? This one has 7 cells and this one only has 3. Well, you airsofters, that's because this is a lithium polymer battery. The lithium polymer battery discharges its electricity at a lot faster rate than these other kinds of batteries. I'm not sure if this is a nickel metal hydride or a NiCad or what. I'm pretty sure it's nickel metal hydride. But so yeah, this one discharges its electricity very quickly. And that goes with these other 2 batteries as well. This is a 9.6 volt battery, and so this one still shoots faster than this one, even though this one's also a 7-cell. Or no, this one's an 8-cell actually. So this one still shoots faster. And this one is only a 7.2 volt, and the slowest shooting of all of them, ROF-wise anyway. Now let's go ahead and arrange these in order from fastest ROF to slowest ROF. That's right, just like magic. These are arranged from fastest ROF all the way to slowest ROF. Now, if you didn't listen to what I said earlier, you might be thinking to yourself, what the heck? Why is the biggest battery the slowest? That makes absolutely no sense. This kid's a retard, he's wrong, he has no idea what he's talking about. Well, if you are asking yourself that, you're probably a 12-year-old kid who bought his first Walmart AEG. The size of the battery has absolutely nothing to do with the performance. If you would have noticed, this is a 7.2 volt battery. The ROF is determined by the voltage of the battery. This one is an 11.1 volt. You probably can't see that because I have a crappy camera. This is an 11.1 volt battery. This is also a lipo battery, so it discharges faster than a normal 11.1 volt NiCad battery. So 11.1 volt, 9.6 volt, 8.4 volt, 7.2 volt. So that's in order of fastest ROF to slowest. Now let's put them in order from longest lasting battery to shortest lasting battery. That's right, I just did it again. So if you are that 12-year-old kid that's watching there asking yourself why this kid's retarded and posting a video on something he doesn't know anything about, you might be saying to yourself, that looks better, because the biggest is on the left and the smallest is on the right. Well, again, you are wrong. The voltage does not determine how long the battery lasts. The milliamps per hour, or mAh or mAh, depending who you're talking to, determines how long the battery lasts. So again, in order from left to right, it's the longest lasting battery. The left is the longest lasting battery, and the right is the shortest. This is a 1500 mAh, 1300 mAh, 1200 mAh, and 1100 mAh. Now that you know what the voltage and milliamp per hour determine, there are a couple more things you need to know. One of them is, what type of battery do I have? There are 3 or 4 main types of batteries. In no particular order, this one's a NiCad, or nickel cadmium. This one's a lipo, or a lithium polymer. This one's a nickel metal hydride, and this one's also nickel metal hydride. So the NiCad and lipo are both known for being able to discharge electricity very quickly. So even though this one's a 7.2 volt battery, it might have the same ROF as an 8.4 volt battery. The lipo can discharge electricity very quickly, so this one has a lot faster ROF than an 11.1 volt nickel metal hydride battery. These two are nickel metal hydride batteries, and probably the most common battery found in Airsoft. These are both batteries that came with guns, as you can see by the Echo 1. So these are probably the batteries you're going to be getting when you buy your AEGs. If you do buy a lipo, there are several things you need to know about it. You need to know that you need a smart charger. You absolutely need one. And you really should charge it in a special charging bag so that if it does explode, it doesn't burn down your house. These batteries are known for exploding and can be extremely dangerous. So if you are going to buy a lipo, and especially if you're new to Airsoft, be careful and don't blow your house up. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has helped you guys evolve from the 12-year-old kid that knows nothing about batteries to the 12-year-old kid that knows something about batteries. So I hope this has helped you, and I hope you don't sound like a total noob anymore. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please either post a comment underneath or send me a private message. I am open to suggestions, so any suggestions, please subscribe and like my videos. I will have a lot more videos coming up soon, and a lot of unboxings that you guys will not want to miss. So thanks for watching. This has been Sandman from Full Metal Airsoft, signing out.